Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Mohit Kapoor. I'm a first year radiology resident at AIIMS Nagar, Hyderabad, and today I will be presenting a clinical case with you. So, this was a case of a 13-year-old female present with a complaint of swelling in the neck, and she was referred to us by the ENT department for the ultrasound of the neck. So in this we can see this was thyroid. We can see this is the left lobe of thyroid, this is the isthmus, and this is the right lobe of thyroid. And we can see in the right lobe of thyroid we can see a well defined solid isoechoic nodule seen in the upper pole of the right lobe of thyroid. Whereas in left lobe of thyroid we can see some small cystic lesions which are not very important or are not characterized because they are benign lesion. We will talk about them when we'll do the thyroids. So this is the longitudinal view of the right lobe of thyroid. We can see again the lesion. This was 10 to 10 mm, and on the color Doppler we can see there was some vasculature seen within the lesion also, and vasculature seen surrounding the lesion also, or periphery also. So this was left lobe. Now we can see the left lobe in the longitudinal view, and we can again see the small cystic areas which are benign or they just are colored nodules, so they are not very important. So coming to the impression which we gave was this was a 10 into 10 mm thyroid 3 lesions in the right lobe of thyroid, and this is the thyroid table which we used to follow up, which we used to score the lesion and give a thyroid grading for the lesion. So coming to the table, there are 5 components in it, that is composition, echogenicity, shape, margin, echogenic foci, and there are various subcomponents in it, and on the basis of them we give various points to the lesion and we add the points, and on adding the point we give the thyroid gradient, that is T1 to T5, and the like it's if the score is 0 then it's a thyroid 1 lesion or it's a benign lesion, so nothing needs to be done. If it's 1 or 2 points then it's thyroid 2 lesion, and again it's not important or not suspicious, so nothing needs to be done about this. So if it's a thyroid 3 lesion, with a thyroid 3 lesion, then it's mildly suspicious. After 3 points we get suspicious, so if it's 3 points we give a thyroid 3 and it's mildly suspicious. We do follow up if it's more than 1.5 centimeter and FNAC is more than 2.5 centimeter, and if it's 4 to 6 points then we give it thyroid 4 lesion, and follow up it's more than 1 centimeter and FNAC is more than 1.5 centimeter, and if it's more than 7 points, more than or equal to 7 points is a thyroid 5 lesion, and follow up if for 0.5 centimeters and FNC for more than 1 centimeter. So coming to the various components in it, the first was the composition. So we can see if it's a cystic or a spongiform lesion, we give it a thyroid 1 lesion and it's benign, so there is no further characterization needed for a cystic or spongiform lesion. We need to classify only if it's a solid lesion or it's a mixed solid cystic lesion. So if it's a mixed solid cystic component we give it a score of 1, and if it's a solid lesion we give it a score of a 2. So coming to the images, this we can say this was a cystic lesion as we saw in the left lobe of thyroid in this patient also. So if it's a cystic lesion then it's a benign lesion, and we don't need to characterize the lesion. So it's a benign lesion, and straight away for the left lobe of thyroid lesion which we saw in the patient we did not classify it because this was a benign lesion, and here we can say this is a spongiform lesion. So if it's a cystic or a spongiform lesion, spongiform sponge like lesion, it's a benign, we give it thyroid 0, thyroid is 1 matlab 0 score, and it does not need to be followed. However, if it's a mixed solid cystic component, like we can see in this somewhat cystic, there's also solid component within it also. So it's a mixed solid cystic lesion, and then we need to classify. This is given a score of 1, and if it's a solid lesion, like it's a predominantly solid, and this is also predominantly solid only. So these are solid lesions, and here we give them 2 points. So for a mixed solid cystic, we give a 1 point, and for a solid lesion, we give 2 points. So this was the first criteria for composition. Coming to echogenicity, like we said, if it's a cystic lesion, then it's given a score of 0 and no further characterization need for it. And so a cystic lesion appears anechoic. So if we find an anechoic lesion, it means it's a cystic lesion. There is no further characterization needed for it. However, if it's a hyper or isoechoic nodule, or it's a hypoechoic nodule, first we should know that if it's a hyper or isoechoic or hypoechoic nodules, these are compared as with the surrounding thyroid tissue. So if the nodule is hyper or isoechoic as compared to surrounding thyroid tissue, then we give it a score of 1. If it's hypoechoic as compared to surrounding thyroid tissue, then we give it a score of 2. And it's very hypoechoic means it's it's more hypoechoic than the surrounding thyroid muscles also, then we give it a score of 3 points. So coming to the images, we can say this was a solid lesion and this was hyperechoic as compared to surrounding thyroid tissue. So this was given a score of a 1. We can see this was isoechoic as compared to the surrounding thyroid tissue. So this was also given a score of 1. And here we can see it is a hypoechoic lesion as compared to the surrounding thyroid tissue, and it was given a score of 2. And here we can see this was very hypoechoic, even hypoechoic than the surrounding muscle tissues. So this was the surrounding muscles, this one, and it is more hypoechoic than even the muscles. So this was given a score of 3 points. So coming to the third category, this is the shape. Normally the lesions are wider than taller, so there is no need. It is given 0 score. But if we find a lesion which is more taller as compared to wider, as in this image, so we straight away believe it to be a malignant lesion, and we give it a score of 3. So if it's a taller than wider lesion, then we give it a score of 3. Otherwise, we give a score of 0 only. So next is margin. If we see the lesion has well defined or smooth margins, like here they are smooth margins, so it's given a score of 0. But if it's also ill defined, this was smooth and this was somewhat of ill defined margins, so they both were given a score of 0. Here we can see it's irregular, or we can see lobulated margins, then we give a score of 2. It's important to note here there is no scoring of 1. It's either 0 for a smooth or a not defined margin, and it's straight away score 2 for a ill defined or a lobulated margin. Here also it's lobulated margin, so it's again 2 score. It should be noted that it may appear like it is extended into thyroid lesion, but we can see this clear cut boundary. It is compressing on it, but not extended or extended into the surrounding tissue. If it's extended into surrounding tissue, then we give it a score of 3. So for margin, smooth or ill-defined margins, then we give a score of 0. For irregular or lobulated margins, we give a score of 2. And for extension into extrathyroid lesion, this is not the example of extrathyroid extension, but if there is, then we give it a score of 3. Last are the echogenic foci, which we can see within the lesion. So if we can see a large cometary artifact within the lesion, then we give it a score of 0. But however, if we can see some large calcification within the lesion having posterior acoustic shadowing, like this are the large macrocalcification within the lesion, then we give it a score of 1. If we can see peripheral or rim calcification, then we give it a score of 2. And if we can see some small microcalcification within the lesion, then we give it a score of 3 points. Here again, this is the peripheral rim calcification, we give a score of 2, and there are small microcalcification which we give a score of 3. It should be noted, like in all like previous all example, we gave a clear cut points. However, here we can give cumulative points. Like if we can see peripheral rim calcification, we give 2 points, and if we can also see the microcalcification or punctured echogenic foci, then we give it 3 points. So in this we will give 2 plus 3, 5 points. So here we give cumulative points. So now we have discussed all the 5 components in the TI-RADS, and the table as well as the images which are showed for the TI-RADS lesion components. I have taken from this website as a radiology assistant. I have also added the link here, and so if you want, you can open the link and you can read about it in the detail also. So now we have done, let's practice some question. What I will do is, I will straight away first put up the image, then I would ask you to pause for some time and try scoring it yourself, giving it TI-RADS grade by yourself, and then I will grade it and we can compare. So pause it, try for yourself, and then I will tell you. Okay, so we can see composition wise, we can say this was a solid lesion, so we need to grade it. We can see echogenicity, it's almost isoechoic to surrounding thyroid tissue, so we will give it a 1 point. It's almost wider and equal to taller, so it's normal. Shape is 0. Margins obviously well defined or smooth margin, so 0. Echogenic foci, we cannot see some echogenic foci within it, so again no echogenic foci, 0 points. So the points which we gave was 2 for solid, 1 for isoechoic, so it was total 3 points, and 3 points it's mildly suspicious, TI-RADS 3 grading. Coming to the next example, pause and try for yourself, and now I will practice. So this was again a solid lesion, so we need to characterize it, and we can see this is hypoechoic as compared to the surrounding tissue. So yes, it was hypoechoic. This was muscle, so you should not compare it with this. These are the normal thyroid tissue, so compare it with this. So this is normal thyroid, it's hypoechoic. Then the normal thyroid tissue, so it's hypoechoic, and it's not very hypoechoic as compared to surrounding muscles. So this was a hypoechoic lesion, and no, the shape was normal. Margins were smooth or well defined, and there was no echogenic foci seen within it. So the points which we gave was 2 for solid and 2 for hypoechoic. This was a total points of 4, and this was Tarrett's 4 lesion. So for 3 points is Tarrett's 3, it's 4 points. 4 to 6 points is Tarrett's 4, and for 7 or more points is Tarrett's 5. So this is a Tarrett's 4 lesion. Coming to the next example, pause, try it for yourself, and now I will discuss. So this is also a predominantly solid and cystic area. So yes, it's a mixed solid cystic lesion. So we will give it a point of 1. Echogenicity, we can compare that it's almost isoechoic to the surrounding thyroid tissue. So yes, it's we will give 1 point. Shape is rounded, 0. Margins well defined, smooth, 0. Echogenicity, no echogenic foci seen within it, so 0. So total points was 2 and T2 points. So 2 points, Tarrett's 2, 3 points, Tarrett's 3, 4 to 6 points, Tarrett's 4 Tarrett's 4. Coming to this one, so we can see, like, practice for yourself and see, like, we can see this is a solid lesion, hypoechoic, and hypoechoic solid lesion. So hypoechoic solid, so 2 points. Hypoechoic means again 2 points. Shape, now shape is important, it's more taller than wider, so we'll give it 3 points. Margins is well defined, so 0 point. Echogenic foci is no, there's no echogenic foci, so again 0 points. So total point we give it 7. So if it's 7 points, 7 or more points, we give it a Tarrett's 5 lesion. And coming to the last example, so pause, try for yourself, and then we will practice again. So again we can see this is a solid lesion, it's hypoechoic. So solid 2 points, hypoechoic again 2 points. Shape, it's obviously wider than taller, so 0. Margins, it's well defined here, it's ill defined here, so again well defined, ill defined, 0 points. Echogenic foci, yes, we can see some echogenic foci within, or microcalcific. These are microcalcific which you can see within it, so we will give 3 points. So the total points which we gave was 2 for solid, 2 for hypoechoic, and 3 for microcalcification or punctured echogenic foci within it. So total points come to be 7. So it's a Tarrett's 5 lesion. So this was what I wanted to discuss with you. I started with the clinical case, then I discussed Tarrett's table with you, and then even practice some question with you. So hope you find it useful. Thank you very much.